Hello, my name is Himanshu and I am a student of Alma Better. This is my second project which name is a TED Talk V prediction. The project type is a regression and I have done this project individually. And here I mention my name and contribution and a project type. This is a project summary of this project. TED stands for Technology, Entertainment and Design. It is an American Canadian non-profit organization, profit media organization that posts international talk online for free distribution under the slogan idea worth spreading. This data collected from the 2006 to 2020 has nearly 4005 observations with the 19 columns. Our main objective is to build the predictive model to predict the number of views for the respective videos from the text website. In this project, first I will do the some exploratory data analysis to get the some useful insights. Then I will do a feature engineering to manipulate the data to bit if needed. To this sort of work, I am going to use some amazing Python libraries like Pandas, NumPy for data manipulation, Matplotlib, Symbone and Plotly for visualization, Maths for collections, and scikit-learn to build the better machine learning model. In order to get the best fit line, I will remove the outliers after exploratory data analysis. At the end of this project, I will conclude the best model by comparing each machine learning model with or without cross validation or hypertension tuning. For model evaluation, we have a multiple evaluation matrix like mean squared method and mean squared error and mean absolute error and mean absolute percentage error R2 score and adjusted. Here I mention the use of some libraries which I using this project. First of all, we collect my Colab with my Google Drive where I have a data set of this project. This is my GitHub link and the problem statement I mentioned. Our main objective is to build the predictive model to predict the number of views for the respective videos from the text website. As we have a continuous variable to predict, we use a regression model to predict the view of the TED Talk. If we can do so with the help of historical data, then we will be able to estimate view of the other respective videos. Let's begin. First of all, we know our data. We import some important libraries: NumPy, Pandas, and Seaborn. Importing the data for manipulate and for visualization, Seaborn and Matplotlib. For converting the string list data type, we use datetime. For encoding categorical variables, we import one hot encoder, label encoder, and for feature scaling, min, max scaler, standard scaler. For splitting the data into training and testing dataset, we import train, test, split, random random Z search, grid search, CV, and cross value score. For model implementation, linear regression, Riz lasso. For model evaluation, R2 score, mean squared error, mean absolute error. To select the feature for machine learning model, we import select from model and neighbors, SVR, tree regression. For machine learning model, random forest regression, extra tree regression, and gradient boost regression. Then we load the data for doing my project from Google Drive. This code is writing for importing data from my Google Drive, and then first we see the first five head of my project, my data set, where we can clearly see talk ID, title, spec. This is our column name, and this is a row of this data set. The data set, we check the data, how many rows and columns are available in our data set. For this, we write this data shape method. This clearly shows 4005 rows and 19 columns are present in our data set. Then we use this method to check the information, means how many types of data are present in our data set. We can clearly see three types of data types are present in our data set: floating, integers, and objective. Total 4005 entries and are 90 with 19 columns are present. And we write this method to check the is any duplicate value are present in our data set or not. Here we get output 0. It means there is no any duplicate value are present in our data set. Next, we check the missing value and null value. To checking missing value, null value, we write this code. We can clearly see here comments have a 655 missing value and occupation of 500 22 and absolute and so on. This shows that where 0 is mentioned, it means there is no any missing value are present in our data set. Where we check, we see this missing value through the visualization. And what did you know about this our data set? This data set contains 4005 observation. Understanding the first, we understand the variables to through this method we see the through this method we see the how name of our all columns: talk id, title, speaker, all speaker, occupation, about speaker, view. These are these names are our columns, and then we check the numerical columns. How many numerical columns are present in our data set: talk id, views, comments, duration. This is a numerical columns which are present in our data set. And then we check the categorical columns. How many categorical columns are present in our data? There are 15 categorical columns are present in our data set. Let's we describe our columns. Talk id shows a unique identification of talk provided by tag. Title shows the title of the topic discussed. Speaker 1, first speaker. All speaker, name of all speaker. Occupation of all speakers. About speaker means about of the speaker. Here we shows the what this specific name is used for. About views for total number of views. Then we check the target, we load the some target variables. Data set dot describe method shows the mean statical form of our data set. Count is means our total number of talk idea present in our data set is at 4005, and it is a mean of our talk id. Standard deviation shows the how long from mean our data set is. At this minimum shows the minimum value of our talk id, and the 25% shows the 25% of the our data set. 50% shows the less than 50% of our data set. 75% means 75 less than 75% of our data set. And the maximum data is since see through the maximum. Then we check the function to get a better summary of the data. We write these code. Data set has the total number of rows and columns. We can talk earlier brief summary of the our data set. We to get the brief summary of our data set, we use this code. Shows the comment float, data types, missing values, unique value, how many unique values are present in comments, and the first value, second value. Then we describe the categorical feature of our data set. Next we check the unique value for each variable. All speakers have how much unique values, and speaker 1 have how much, and so on. This data set has 3306 all unique value speakers, 3274 first unique speakers. Then we wrangling the data. We assign our data set to data variable, and then we check the data shape. Both are same because we data set we upload from Google Drive have a 4500 rows with a 19 columns. Then we again check the null values. We see some null values are present in our data set. Then we fill the null value. Then again we checking the null value is present or not. We can clearly see we handle with the null value, and then there is no null value present in our data set. We extract day and month from published date. Through this method we extract our data set. Then we check the again data dot head method, title of speaker, all speaker, and then again we check the shape of our data. The shape of our data has been engaged. Which column are we have new? We can clearly see here talk id, title, speaker, all speaker, occupation, about speaker, related talks, url, description, transcript, published year, published month, published day, and name alike. What will you manipulate have you done, and inside you find. First I made a copy of the original data set. Then I check for null value and fill that through a fill na method. I also extract the data month and year from the published date. At last I check some of the categorical data types individually by calling their index and the round from the data. Then we visualize the data, sorting, experimenting with the charts, understanding the relation between the variables. Variable univariate analysis. Why did you pick the specific chart? I picked the count plot here because it is a very useful when it comes with univariate analysis based on the value of the count. So what are the insights found from the chart? Through this chart we can say that the native language of the most talk are given in English. Yes, it helps to increasing the positive business impact. It has a native language of tech talk. Then we check the top events. Here we can see what are inside. We can see the top 10 events in the chart through the which almost of the talk given according to the talk AD is the best enroll for the 2017. Yes, because this if our talk gets a best event, it can attract the more view. Yes, with the total number of published video. Here we use this chart to show the, as I said earlier, that the reason of using this because account plot is a very useful when it comes to visualize the data value counts of variable. It also give a attractive visualization. Why through this chart we can say that the most of the videos are published in year 2019 followed by 2018 and 17. I think this is the only show the total number of videos published in different year. It is not make much impact on business. Then we check the speaker versus number of views. I pick this bar chart here because it give a better visualization when we visualize two variables. Through this visualization we can see that see the top of the 10 speaker based on the total number of view. We can see in the chart that the Alexander has got a higher number of view followed by the Sarkhan, the top speaker based on average view. I pick this pie chart from Plotly here because I wanted to see the top 10 speaker based on the average. What are the insight found from the chart? This chart shows the top 10 speaker based on average view in which Anthony Cardi has the most average view. Why? Yes, through this project we can predict the probability and getting the view based on the. Then I write this code to check the top 10 speaker versus average comment. I pick the bar chart here because I wanted to see the top variables, two variables, and the bar chart gives attractive visualization when we have to see the two variables. Through this chart I visualize the top 5 speakers based on the average comments from the visualization. I found the record talking had the highest number of. Then we check the top 10 titles through this chart. I use again a bar plot to visualize the top 10 titles based on the number of views. I pick the chart because I said earlier that bar plot give a better visualization through it. Then we check the top topics. I use the trim here visualization that top 10 topics based on the total number of comments because trip is a very useful when it comes to visualize the words with the sentence. Through this chart I have found the top 10 topics based on the total number of comments. Yes, it gives the idea of topics to choose from the talks to move. Then we check the top topics based on the total views. Create the generate a world cloud image. There are 822 words in the combination of all the topics. I pick the world cloud here because it is a very useful to see the most frequent word. Through this I wanted to see the words which is used maximum number of times is topic. Through this chart I visualize the most frequent word in the top 10 topics based on the total number of views. Then we check the months with the respect of average view. Through this to checking the months with the respect we write this code. And I pick this chart because line chart is also interactive, so I wanted to see which month is getting the highest average view. Yes, the gain insight it will help to creating a positive impact. Then we go through the data cleaning path, column positive, and the treatment of outliers. And for treating the outliers we write these codes. And then we use this quantile method to find the interactive range. I found 75th percentile and 25th percentile in quarter 1 and subtracted by quartile first with the quartile and 3 to get the eager and remove the rest of the. Then we are doing a feature engineering, a distribution of target variables through this method, numerical feature distribution. For we write this code and for linear regression we depend the variables linear relation with the dependent variable. For creating a scatter plot to determine the correlation we write this code. And then we get the this chart. Then we are checking the correlation of the data set dealing then after this we deal with the multicollinearity For checking dealing with the multicollinearity, we write these codes. After this we are going to the categorical encoding, target encoding, then label encoding. After this I did this target encoding and label encoding in order to convert the categorical data into numerical to get the best prediction through the machine learning model. After this we are doing a data processing, independent and target variable separation. After this we are doing a feature scaling. For doing feature scaling we write these codes. After this I use standard scalar method to minimize the range of independent feature. After this we are doing target variable transformation, checking the distribution of target variable. We write these codes. After this applying square root transformation through this method is, and at last we are going to splitting the data into train test. For this we write these codes and the next we follow a linear regression model, then model evaluation. We write these codes. After this we visualize the predicting and the actual model our. After this we are going through regularized techniques. For this regularized technique we write these codes and then cross validation and hypermeter tuning. We writing these codes and at the last have done model evaluation through these method. My model is performing good with the simple linear regression and it is not overfitting. That is why it is giving the same result with the regularized technique also. So I am not gonna apply for regularizing the technique then machine learning model to we apply random forest regression. For this we write this code and for evaluating the model we write this cross and for cross validation defining a hypermeter grid we write this code. After this we initialize the random forest regression model through the help of these codes. And after this we predict the test data and evaluating the performance of the model and then visualize the predicting and the actual model. Feature important just like a decision tree random forest, and also assign an important to each feature combining the importance of variable. After the important feature and coefficient of the model we write this code and the visualize the feature important on bar plot. You can clearly see here. And then we go through the machine learning model 3 XGB regression. Initialize the XGB regression model fitting the model through these codes. Then we test the prediction and evaluate the performance of the our model. Then cross validation and hypertension tuning distribution for XGB and regression and maximum. This we write this code and then initialize the X boost regression model and the random search cross validation. We write this code. Then we go through the next we use the XGB optimal model and the prediction for the testing data. After this we again we evaluate the model through the mean squared error R squared and adjusted R squared method. Which evaluation metric did you consider a positive business impact and why? I will consider mean squared error and R2 square my evaluating metric because the sum of the squared error give you a distance from the actual data point. At the last we draw a conclusion on the basis of the various method we used during this project. I did a lot of hard work from loading a data set to make this machine learning model, which include exploratory data analysis, data cleaning, feature engineering, and ML building, simple linear regression, lasso regression, random forest regression, XGB regression. My model is able to predict view correctly 90% of the time. Given that model has 10% error, my model have performed very well on unseen data due to the various factors like feature selection. Out of all the models, random forest regression is the best performer in terms of in all the feature speaker. We use the average view most of the important and simplifies the speaker and directly implementing. Hence, then this is my TED Talk view prediction model I have done with the lot of hard work. Thank you.